Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We got 11 matchups on this NFL slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Become a member, you already know what to do. Go ahead and sign up with BroThrow. Got a teaser that I'll post in there. Unfortunately, the college football teaser sold yesterday. We had Clemson just get demolished yesterday. It's crazy, but hey, that's how it goes. But yeah, we'll hop in it, guys. And yeah, shouts out to the Astros guys winning the World Series. Appreciate you guys who have been watching the MLB picks all season here. It was a great season. And we'll be back again next season for MLB. And then yeah, we'll hop in it here, guys. 11 matchups. No 9:30 matchups. I know the last few weeks there's been like a 9:30 game. None of that today. Normal slate of games at 1 o'clock. Starting with the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. Bills opening up as 11-point road favorite with the over-under at 46. Bills coming into this matchup 6-1, or 2-1 covering the spread. The Jets 5-3, 5-3 covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Bills are 7-3, 6-4 covering the spread. So they've been pretty dominant head-to-head wise. No Jordan Poyer. That's really the only major injury for Buffalo. For the Jets, no Corey Davis on offense. So no major injuries here on both sides. Bills on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a 10-point win against Green Bay. That's coming off that 5-point loss against New England. They were on a 4-game winning streak prior to that. Yeah, I love the Bills on the road. I mean, Bills are on another level right now. Zach Wilson's really struggled here. I don't know how is he going to play well against this Buffalo D. I'm just not sure. I mean, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him with that defense rushing him every play. And yeah, I just love the Bills. Should be able to run it on them, and Josh Allen should have a great game here. I'm gonna take Bills -11 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over-under at 42.5. Panthers coming into this matchup 2-6, 3-5 covering the spread. The Bengals 4-4, 5-3 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Carolina is 3-2-1 head-to-head here. As far as injuries go, don't see any crazy injuries. Still no Jamar Chase. He's going to be out for a while. On defense, no Mike Hilton, no Josh Tupoa. Yeah, this Bengals team is beat up right now. They really are. Carolina coming off that 3-point loss against Atlanta. Bengals coming off that embarrassing loss against Cleveland. Yeah, this is a tough one here. I'm going to lean with the home team in the Bengals. I'm not in love with the Bengals. I'm definitely not adding them to any parlays today just because of what happened last week. You just don't know what Bengals team is going to show up, but they are at home against the Panthers. Even though the Panthers have been playing pretty well here, I think the Bengals bounce back after just a horrible week last week. So I'm going to take Bengals -6.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. Packers opening up as a 3.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 49.5. Packers coming into this matchup 3-5. 3-5 covering the spread. The Lions 1-6, 3-4 covering the spread. Head-to-head, it's pretty split. Both teams are 5-5. Detroit is 8-2 covering in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. As far as injuries go, no Devondre Campbell for Packers. Allen Lazard, Eldon Jenkins are all questionable, so we'll see if they do play. As far as Detroit, I don't see any crazy injuries for Detroit here. Packers on a 4-game losing streak here. It's been rough for Green Bay coming off that Buffalo Bills loss. It's been rough for Detroit too. They are on a 5-game losing streak. Both teams struggling here, and man, I hate this matchup. At home, oh man, I just see a lot of trouble with the Packers here, and I think I'm gonna take Detroit +3.5. I'm not in love with this play, but from what I've seen from the Packers and the Lions, I can't take anyone favored -3.5. It just seems too much here. 1 p.m. slate. I could see some crazy things happening here. I'm going to take Detroit plus 3.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Indianapolis Colts versus the New England Patriots. Patriots opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 40.5. Colts coming into this 3-4-1, 3-5 covering the spread. The Patriots 4-4, 4-3-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head, New England is 8-2, 6-4 covering the spread where they've been pretty dominant. No Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, which is definitely a big loss. Patriots missing some offensive linemen, missing Marcus Cannon and David Andrews, two great linemen there. Colts on a 2-game losing streak, coming off that 1-point loss against Washington. Patriots coming off that Jets win here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean with the Patriots at home. I just think the defense will be a big part of this game up against Sam Ehlinger, and I'm gonna roll with the Patriots at home -5 and money line at home. I think the defense is gonna help out. The run game should be solid for the Patriots here. I'm gonna take New England -5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Chargers opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 49.5. Chargers coming into this matchup 4-3, 4-3 covering the spread. The Falcons 4-4, 6-2 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Falcons are 4-2 head-to-head here. As far as injuries goes, no Keenan Allen or Mike Williams. For J.C. Jackson out for the year. A lot of injuries for this Chargers team. Atlanta getting Cordell Patterson back. We'll see how much he plays, but it is a good sign. No A.J. Terrell, top corner. Chargers coming off that bad Seattle loss. Atlanta coming off a 3-point Carolina win here, and I like the Chargers here. It's only a 3-point spread here. I'm gonna buy the 0.5 point. I like Justin Herbert on the road. I think they can get things done. I know they're missing some offensive weapons here, but I think Eckler should have a great game. The defense should be able to put a lot of pressure on Atlanta here. So I'm going to take Chargers -2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Raiders opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 48. Raiders coming into this matchup 2-5. 3-4 covering the spread. The Jags 2-6, 2-6 covering the spread. Jags head-to-head are 5-4. So a slightly better head-to-head team here. Injuries, Darren Waller's questionable, so be sure to check his status. That's really only the main one. Raiders coming off a 24-0 loss against the Saints. That was a crazy game. They couldn't even score a point. Jags on a 5-game losing streak, coming off that Denver loss here. I think the Jags are in play today. I'm buying a point. I'm taking Jags +3.5 at home here. I think it'll be a close one, but Jags have been solid here. It's just been the late game. They've been kind of hurting themselves, but they've had a tough couple close matchups here, and I think they can pull it together against this Raiders team that's just absolutely horrible. I'm going to take Jags +3.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Dolphins versus the Chicago Bears. Dolphins opening up as a 4-point road favorite with the over-under at 45.5. Dolphins coming into this matchup 5-3, 4-4 covering the spread. The Bears 3-5, 3-4-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Dolphins are 4-2. As far as injuries go, don't see any major injuries. Looks like they're going to get Bradley Chubb, who they just traded for, should play some in this game, so that's good. And then I don't see any injuries for Chicago. Miami on a 2-game winning streak, coming off that 4-point Detroit win. Chicago coming off that 20-point loss against Dallas. Yeah, I like Miami here. They're 4-1 covering against Chicago, 4-1 on the road against Chicago here. Yeah, they've been playing good since Tua's come back. The offenses look good. They've been playing pretty good football here, and And they just got a lot better. Getting Bradley Chubb on defense is going to help that pass rush a lot. So I'm going to take Dolphins -4 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Washington Commanders. Vikings opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Vikings coming into this matchup 6-1, 3-4 covering the spread. Washington 4-4, 4-4 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Minnesota is 7-3, 6-4 covering in those head-to-head matchups here. As far as injuries go, no Dalvin Tomlinson. Looks like TJ Hawkinson, their newly acquired tight end, should be good to go here. Washington, missing some players here. Minnesota on a 5-game winning streak. I mean, they're playing great football coming off that 8-point Arizona win. Washington on a 3-game winning streak. Quietly, they're playing pretty solid here. Taylor Heineke's been solid. The team's been solid there. And but I do like Minnesota here. The defense has been solid. Minnesota's been just great here. 6-1 so far this season. I mean, they've been great. Only a 3-point spread here. I'm going to take the better team in this matchup. And I'm going to take Minnesota -2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over-under at 49. Seahawks coming into this matchup 5-3, 5-3 covering the spread. The Cardinals 3-5, 4-4 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Seattle is 6-4. As far as injuries go, don't see any major injuries for Seattle. Same with Arizona here. Seattle on a 3-game winning streak. One of those wins was against Arizona, winning 19-9 3 games ago. They're coming off a nice Giants win, and they're playing well. Arizona 1-3 in their last 4, coming off that Minnesota loss. And Arizona, they've been kind of hard to watch. I mean, the offense hasn't looked that great most of the season. They're always fighting back in the end. On the other hand, Seattle, they've been playing great football here. Very underrated, been solid, been good covering the spread. I'm going to buy 1.5. I'm going to get Seattle +3.5 on the road. I think that's a great line there. And I'm going to take the Seahawks +3.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucs opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 42.5. Rams coming into this 3-4, 2-5 covering the spread. The Bucs 3-5, 2-6 covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Rams are 8-2, 9-1 covering the spread, where they've been great. As far as injuries go, I don't see any major injuries for the Rams. For the Bucs, no Antoine Winfield, Luke Gadecki, so they're still missing some players. Rams coming off that bad 49ers loss, and then Tampa, they're on a 3-game losing streak coming off that Baltimore loss. This is a tough one because you're looking at two historically very good teams, and they've been very underperforming. Both teams playing horrible, struggling. The Bucs have not looked like the Bucs. Tom Brady's looked horrible. Matthew Stafford's looked horrible. I'm going to buy 0.5 point. I'm taking the Rams +3.5. I just can't think of a clear-cut winner. I mean, naturally, this would be a great matchup, but this is one of the worst matchups on the slate. I mean, both teams are playing horrible. The offenses are absolutely just atrocious. And I'll take Rams +3.5 and pretty much a pick'em scenario. And the last matchup, we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs opening up as a 12.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 45.5. Titans coming into this matchup 5-2, 5-2 covering the spread. The Chiefs 5-2, 3-4 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Titans are 7-3, so they've been a slightly better head-to-head team here. As far as injuries go, Ryan Tannehill's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play or not. He didn't play last week, so that'll be a big factor. No Amani Hooker, so they're going to be missing a big defensive piece there. Titans on a 5-game winning streak. I mean, they're playing great football right now, coming off that Houston win. Kansas City coming off that big 49ers win, winning 44-23. Yeah, Titans, they've been very good against Kansas City, like very good here. Kansas City is great at home, though, 10-2 at home. Man, this one's tough. I just think it's too big of a spread. So I kind of like Tennessee plus the 12.5. I think that's a solid spread line, but at home, man, that's where the Chiefs usually start rolling. It's going to come down to, is Ryan Tannehill playing? That's going to be a big factor. If he doesn't play and Malik Willis is playing, it's going to be very tough on the road. But I like the Chiefs at home today. I really do like the Chiefs. Coming off a bye, I think they'll be great. It's all going to come down to that quarterback situation for the Titans. But if Tannehill plays, I'm intrigued with that 12.5. But if he doesn't, I'm going to take the Chiefs minus 12.5 and money line at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.